3, 2, 1, brawl.
And here we go, Fakey and Java right away on Demon Island. Jumping in, goes for the weapons. Loras and Kyna take both of them away. Weapon spawn comes in for Fakey, but Loras takes him right off the left side of the stage. One sidelight into an end light. Kyna can't get the team combo. And blue team started off with a very small lead, but red team has been stabilizing despite losing out on that weapon start.
Now it is Kyna starting this one off with the Roman Reigns here. He's just dashing around trying to figure out where his opening is against Fakey. Meanwhile, on the other side, Java and Loras, a little bit of team damage coming out there. There's the inlight. Nice interrupt, and then a counter interrupt from that weapon toss from Loras to save Kyna.
Now Fakey going to center stage, and like comes
he almost got
ready for the down take with the ground pound from Fakey, forces Loras back on the stage while sweating. Java misses the side air, and that down take doesn't get interrupted. Kyna and Loras now have a double edge guard, goes in for Java. Weapon throw misses the edge of the stage, accidentally hits Kyna, and they make it all back. Down take, Loras from center, sends him flying left and right. That's a double knockout to start off the game.
A complete split of the red team there. One going northeast, the other one going southeast, but their ultimate trip ended in the exact same place, and that's the blast zone. Loras, he's taking some damage here, but he wasn't even sent off screen with that. The follow-up, there's the recovery that Kyna wanted. He had some room out there. He had some airspace that he felt comfortable in. Still hasn't been taken out yet. Loras did lose his first stock. Their eyes are kind of set on Loras now that Kyna was sent over to the right side.
Drifted off the stage just to be able to make it back in time because he saw how much damage Loras was taking. Really intelligent decision-making coming up from Kyna. That's something that I used to criticize from a lot of teams back in the early days. The only team that would do that would be Boomy and Sandstorm. Now many other teams are going, oh, actually, I don't want to use all my jumps when my teammate loses their stock. Kind of drifts over to the right, picks up a hammer. They continue to have the lead. Fakey gets the ground pound. Kind of goes to the save, has to go for the recovery, gets the chase dodge to the nair, but Loras can't nair Java again. And another ground pound to Kyna to downer side. Java goes all the way off with the weapon toss, but the downer doesn't hit. And now Fakey has to make it back by Loras, but Loras gets a double knockout. And just like that, blue team, after all of that scrap, gets a team combo.
Look what they're able to do here. Great interrupt from Fakey. They needed that. But the unarmed neutral there.
Java taking, what, 5 hits on a fresh stock? Kyna goes down, but Java already in deep yellow, almost an orange.
Loras just backing up. You can't really spend a lot of time over on that wall. That's not a safe spot for you to retreat to while your teammate is spawning in because it's so small here on Demon Island. The D-Sig off the stage. Java hoping to pick something up. Grab a stock in orange or yellow. Recovery
falling nair, catches Loras on the way back down. The downlight interrupts Fakey's downlight, and that scoop sends Java flying. Has to land with the downer, and Loras looking to cover the landing. Neutralites Fakey away. Kyna sends Java flying. The team combo, the Java with the gravity cancel stop side air. Now Java has to avoid the edge guard. Spot dodges, expecting a dare, can't make it back, and Loras and Kyna secure game 1 of Grand Finals.
And again, we see that thought process from Kyna there. This time, Loras wasn't the one chasing off stage after Kyna sent someone over there, but it's still Kyna staying back and really focusing on that main advantage so he could pick up that GC stomp side air really high in the air on the right side. Helping his teammate is more important than trying to confirm that edge guard.
Yeah, the follow-up play from Kyna there as well on this
it's stepped up. It's so much further than it was.
That left side interaction on that stage, that's like a whole that's like a whole hour-long clip analysis there and understanding exactly what happened in that moment.
Stingray, really, that's a video that you could do right there, please. I would like that.
I mean, we're gonna get like possibly 9 more games of that.
That'd be great.
Yeah, because Loras and Java just will not relent.
Can we just change this to like a best of 7?
Yeah, well,
or like first to 15?
Let's calm down, Spring. Let's stay within the rules of the game. We got game 2 coming up here. We can get to 7 games potentially if Kyna and Loras are able to get the reset, but Java and Fakey are going to fight very hard not to be able to have that. Kyna now with the hammer goes back to center. Everybody equipped here. Loras sidelight nairs and goes for recovery. No, reversals goes for the pogo onto Fakey instead. Doesn't catch that sideline on the dodge in, and Fakey is fighting against Loras and that Kaya ditto on the left side of the stage, and Pogo's coming through. Fakey can go down. Kyna's got Java on the other side, gets him with one sider. Java swits back into Loras, slide charge down heavies. Doesn't get the ground pound though, and Java barely manages to make it back into the team combo. No, Fakey misses the down sig, gets the recovery onto Loras, and everybody's just sent flying.
Yeah, it was looking really scary, like Java was going to lose that stock much earlier than everybody else, but Fakey did a great job of relieving that pressure.
Stop into side air, into another side air. Okay, just like game number 1, Kyna opens up with a double knockout, that time on the hammer instead of the axe down sig.
Coming in back, making sure he has that axe in his hand. Oh, there's the D-light. He chose to back out of that because his teammate is in the red. Any little bit of damage he would have added up on the opponent would have been worse because he hits his teammate, likely KOing him.
D-Light Cider into the recovery. Lores and Kyna still holding on their first stocks. Kyna dodging back, doesn't want to go down there because of the deficit, gets the D-Light into recovery. Nicely done. Down, so he takes Java out though, and Kyna.
Java lost his stock there.
Kyna making it back. The decision between game 1 and game 2 for Kyna not to drift off the side of the stage was that Kyna and Lores had a 6-stock-to-4 lead. Making it back there to be able to get an extra hit and possibly even get a stock was huge. The scoop
no
Java going down on a fresh stock.
That was orange,
Kaza. There was 2 down airs in that team combo. And I don't think it really mattered how he DI'd when he was that close to the blast zone off of the dare. And now Lores has got Fakey in the 1v2, 4 stocks to 1. This has been so dominant coming out from the South American team. And now the weapon throws to be able to extend things. Can Fakey even make it back?
I thought that down air was going to make a contact.
Sidelight goes in for that chase dodge recovery. Fakey trying his best to fight off here and get some kind of
He's dodging a lot of attacks so far.
It doesn't get more hopeless than 4 stocks to 1. Pogo comes through, back to the recovery. That's going to be the game, and this is going to be the fastest reset we've had in a while.
So one thing that definitely changed specifically with Lores from game 1 to game 2 is the Kaya ditto between him and Fakey. In game 1, it was leaning towards Fakey. In game 2, all of a sudden things started to change and it really started to lean towards Lores. And then Kyna was just able to go crazy and really focus on taking out Java, getting him out of that game as fast as possible with the early stock, the follow-ups that he was doing, that orange KO off the top with down air. When's the last time you saw a hammer down air KO in orange?
A lot on World's End, but not in the way that we saw it there, where downer was
especially not
in
on
the combo, and then it was like, because the second downer, I'm pretty sure you could DI at that point. It was still an active combo, but like, it's relative to the angle that you can knock
Look how
out.
tiny that
Java's stock, like, length, survivability got divided in half each time that he got back onto the stage. That was brutal. The glass cannon aspect of being Jala really came into play there, and especially when you're playing 3 defense legend against Taros.
Yep.
Java's unfazed though. He's going to hold on to it. They've got themselves a set to play with. They can still get this reverse 3-0 here, win grand finals undefeated, but Lores and kind of look warm and ready to fight against this team that they barely lost to earlier on Saturday.
Yeah, like you mentioned in Glass Cannon, because the way the day started, it was like, it was a subscript of Glass. It was in very small print. You would need a magnifying glass to read it, and Cannon was in all caps. And now that game, Glass is much bigger, and Cannon seemed to get a little smaller.
Yeah, for sure. And so now...
That was the most patronizing yeah for sure I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know how to follow up on that one. Okay, Sparky. But it made sense. Like, I had nothing to say about it, right? He's just like literally Glass at this point. Recovery comes through, Java on the right side of the stage, talking about the fact that he's taking so much damage. I mean, Fakey was nowhere to be seen in that stock. Weapon throw comes up, gets hit by that side air. Recovery from Java. He's going to get some extra damage onto the blue team, but he looks so vulnerable there. Nice job with that falling side air.
Oh, Fakey was going to the ground pound, but he pulled out of it. Lores in sweat beads, but he's still able to get back. There's the D-Light, but it missed. He ended up getting punished by Kyna.
And now Java makes it back to the stage, still on this first stock. Fakey's so severely damaged. The thing to call out there is that Fakey went down in about like 20 seconds, and now he's as damaged as everybody else is on the screen while everybody else has their stock. Java goes down afterwards, and now Fakey in this 1v2 against Kyna and Lores manages to hold on for a little bit longer, but he's a good down sig, side sig away from losing this stock and getting the bracket reset. And Kyna and Lores are looking so strong here in game number 3.
Fakey's overstuck on the ground, kind of stealing some weapons away from Kyna as he spawns back in. Okay, Lores again going off stage, now feeling more confident in the mirror match of Kaya versus Kaya against Fakey, especially after last game. Man, Lores is in a great spot. They still haven't taken him out yet until just now. Over a minute and a half into this game, he was able to survive. There's a stomp side air from Kyna.
On the left side of the stage, bouncing off the wall. Java has to force his dodge. Lores going to go for ground pound there. No, doesn't want to risk it. Goes over the weapon instead. They have time to play with. Fakey now down to 1 stock. Java super damaged, and Lores taking some damage from Java. Neutral light as it does come through.
Man,
no team combo though. Barely misses that down light. It could have hit both of them.
Yep, they really needed that in that moment. Java's going to have to be so careful. He's kind of in the middle of the fray. Blue team's focused on him. That neutral air did send him off screen. There's the sidelight. There's the down air. Could be potential edge guard against Lores here. He's deep. He's outside.
Goes for the ground pound.
Fakey gave him the hit.
The recovery, and once the nair comes through, chase dodge activates. Lores makes it back to the stage. Sidelight after sidelight just cuts through. Weapon throw, Pogo. Lores not only gets the save, but gets the stock. Fakey goes down, and while Kyna went down at the same time, that's going to bring Java down to 1 stock. Down there,
good
doesn't matter. Lores still has another stock to play with.
And he's going to have a weapon spawn right as he gets back into this game. Not a worry whatsoever. There was just the one piece coming out from Java. The chase dodge came after, so he didn't get counter punished by Lores. Okay, his target Target switching's looking solid so far, even a little bit of team damage coming out there, but the down air, the setup, the dodge is gone. D-Light, oh yeah, I was expecting the D-Light ground pound.
Interesting reversal. Wait, Java could get the ground pound here? Goes to the Sarah instead of the Dare, and Lores manages to make it back. Java gets the neutral stick again. Edgeguard to Lores, goes for the Sarah. Recovery here, gets the sider into the edge of the stage, goes in for the recovery, kind of manages to hit that neutral air. Lores still willing to fight off the left side of the stage there, and Java somehow getting so much damage into Lores. I can't believe he's making this 1v2 look possible. Weapon spawn now being starved there as Java's axe was just too hard to deal with.
Lores is going to let Kyna take the lead here unless Lores chooses to go off stage, dashing in with the inlight, the weapon toss. Now Kyna immediately disengages from the edge. He's really not engaging in edge guards whatsoever in any of the sets that we've seen today.
Oh, they're not denying the weapon. Okay, they finally go for it. Java's still holding on. That's the neutral light that will get it, and that's the reset. That's going to be Lores and Kyna bringing the set count between these two teams 1-1.
And again, we saw the exact same thought process that we saw, I believe, from the Godly and Blaze set that we saw against Kyna and Lores earlier. Kyna is staying back from that corner, maintaining that stage control, using the corner guard to his advantage, letting Lores do his thing. He trusts his teammate. Lores is the crazy offstage man. He's going to let him be the crazy offstage man.
Wow, and that was, I feel like that game was decided by the game one momentum, where it could have gone any other way, and then it felt like the wind was really taken out of Java and Fakey's sails. But in a grand finals reset situation like this, I could almost feel like they were going, okay, let's not put all of our energy into the first set. Let's gather some information, figure out what we want to do, really lock in here going into game number 1 of the grand finals reset. This is the set that's going to decide who's going to be the mid-season champion.
And this is what the reset is for. This is why the reset exists, is so the team on the winner's side gets their chance to take an L, wash their hands of it, come back here into the grand finals reset in their attempt to achieve total victory, hoist that trophy up, and slap that belt over their shoulder.
And so far, a really strong start. Lores taking so much damage from Java and Fakey, him boxing the left and right with the neutral lights. Kyna gets in and interrupt it, but that Dare comes through, stops side light, will tack on a ton of damage to Java, and he dodges out of the way of that sider. Now Java is taking a ton of damage, and light will disarm him. Java accidentally gravity cancel down sigs up the left side of the stage, has to wait for a weapon spawn, playing around the platform as it moves from left to right. There's the spawn coming through, and
nice punish.
A great punish for that side sig. Java, does he get punished as well for his down sig? No, he doesn't.
Okay, Java doing his best to move back away from the blue team while still throwing out down airs to still put damage onto Kyna, who is the least damaged so far in this game.
All right, Java goes down.
Sweat beads. Okay, he still gets over. That was close.
Recovering. Weapon spawn comes through. Fakey manages to pick something up. Side left, but Kyna with the wake up stomp into the weapon throw from Lores. The grab comes through. Is Java going to be down? Fakey goes down to save him. Okay, there's the recovery from Lores. Gets sidered so far away, but Java's taking so much damage. And the D-Light and Sig ends up coming through there.
Only hits Lores though, and actually gets the KO. They finally got that stock off of Lores, and now they get the stock off of Kyna. Lores over on his own on the left side.
And Lores navigates his way through that 2v1 on the right, on the left side of the stage. Fakey looking for a weapon, does end up finding it. But Java.
Oh, he picked up both with that!
Edge guard coming out from Lores here. He's going to go for it for sure. Gravity cancel side light. Fakey dodges straight up, manages to make it back for a little bit longer. Kyna with a stop Sarah, however, might be able to knock him out.
For it, dude.
And then Lores. Okay, reversal opportunity from Java there. Doesn't get anything off of the recovery, but he does get good damage.
Oh, the neutral light gets interrupted by Lores' neutral light. That might have led to the KO.
I wonder if Lores was preempting Java interrupting.
Could be.
And that's why he was like, it's okay, we'll find another neutral light there. Fakey ends up going down. Java gets hit by side light, weapon throw, no dodge. Weapon throw comes through, misses the D-Light ground pound, but Java with that wake up gravity cancel down sig, that could have been so risky. Lores goes down, okay. Can they take Kyna down? He's not even on his last stock though, Sparky. This is such a rough game one.
He could take a lot of damage here very quickly. He's not afraid to touch the ground as Lores is spawning back in. There's the sidelight. Oh, the recovery ends up hitting Java after Fakey's sidelight. He wanted that follow-up to get the KO on Kyna, but it ended up hitting his own teammate.
Lores down light.
Is that Java's stock? Yes, it is.
And now Fakey takes down Kyna to his last stock, but Lores has so much damage on him. Stacked end light's not going to end up hitting there, and Lores already winning the 1v1. It hasn't even gotten into the 2v2. Fakey.
He's gonna let Lores do his thing. Goes for the GCD light a little bit early and in the wrong direction. Had to make a guess there at the timing you wanted to do it. The in-light from the middle of the stage. Doesn't even need the harpoon toss. And Kyna and Lores.
I feel like the harpoon toss would have let him live like for another jump there.
It might have.
But the neutral light is able to knock out from center stage. This is tough. Java and Fakey are going to have to adjust pretty hard. This has been 4 quick losses.
Yeah, all of a sudden, like this seems like a completely different Java and Fakey. Everything that they were doing before, they're just not able to.
Lores is stopping everything from happening, and then Kyna is just barreling through. off stage, Java's looking a little shaky actually. I've been noticing a lot of like wake up gravity cancel down sigs.
Fakey is too.
And they're not really going into anything. And then with the dodge being gone, Lores is capitalizing with the edge guards. We're looking at the damage dealt that game. Lores only with that 302 compared to Kyna's 756. The Terros is really putting a lot of damage. And when the damage is that high against Jala, I mean, we can take a look here how quickly Java's stocks are flying.
And it's definitely not just Kyna carrying either, because the offstage game is almost completely dominated by Lores specifically.
We don't have a how much pressure you're applying statistic because it's a little subjective.
It would be like going off.
We can see that Lores is like, even the 2v1s where we're like, objectively speaking, wait for wall slip. No, Lores is never waiting for wall slip. He's throwing out all of his resources there, going in for the gravity cancel D-Light stop to be able to get the edge guard. Very well played so far. They've gotten 4 wins in a row, and in with 2 more wins, they will be the 2024 midseason champions. And
his timing and his confidence on those GCD light ground pounds, because that was something that we kind of weren't seeing some of in their previous sets on the previous days here this weekend. But all of a sudden now it's really starting to come in, because it shows that Lores has complete control over on the edge. He's okay to burn his dodge there, whether it's GCD light into the ground pound, whether it's GC side light, bouncing off the wall, or sending directly towards the blast zone. And then Kyna is just on stage, and he's playing Terros the way you should play Terros. He's controlling so much space with the hammer. He's finding stocks exactly when they need to be taken away. He has great axe follow-ups with his axe recoveries off of Lores. Fantastic job from this team. All of it. I don't know what they said to one another between the beginning of the day and then where we are now after what we saw from Java and Fakey earlier, but a stellar turnaround.
I do think the first set that these two played with each other kind of was completely on the Barroso, all the way into game 5.
Okay.
And so that's the big thing that I'm thinking that's the difference here, where it's like, oh yeah, Kyna thought that Barroso was better, but actually his Terros is just really, really good. Because this is a very different kind of set than what I saw before, and they're going to be going with it, continuing into game number 2 of the reset. Map counter picks have now come into the play, right? This is Western Air Temple. We've barely seen anything other than APOC and Fortress of Alliance here. So this is Java and Fakey being like, okay, the maps that we're on are not working. Let's try a change in scenery. So you got the pillar at the bottom of the stage, fairly thin, and then the side plats that raise and lower throughout the stage that give you different opportunities for really early knockouts off the top, and Java tends to like to go for those on the sword.
And then you have 3 bald men front and center right there. Okay, complete split from the red team. There's the side air from Kyna. The weapon toss goes just a little bit high. Java had to sneak down a little bit low. You saw the sweat beats. Oh, it's Lores. Time to go on
another Pogo. Lores looking for another down air here. Yes,
sir. Again, that one gets dodged through.
But the end light comes through and takes Fakey down, and Lores and Kyna are now up 6 stocks to 4.
And that was Fakey in like the worst possible spot. If he dips down, he's going to get hit by that spear down air. If he goes up, he didn't have a dodge anymore, so he's going to get hit by that axe neutral light from Kyna. There was no winning that.
Good follow-up from Fakey. Gets the down sig onto both Lores and the Kyna. Kyna makes it back. Another down sig comes through. Lores not able to interrupt in time, and Java doesn't get the punish there with the neutral air. Gets one nair, goes for recovery, but Lores still not damaged enough for D-Light recovery to knock out, so Java goes for D-Light down air for damage instead.
And then he chase dodged down into the stage for the instant D-Light, or the instant
good follow-up. Gets the side air off the end light. Not enough to knock out though. Side light, chase dodges forward, gets the recovery. Lores goes down. Kyna getting hit by the team combo here. Chase dodges all the way around. Neutral light, D-Light side air into the side air. That's huge. That slide charge down sig almost takes Kyna out. Kyna has no jumps, has to land back on the stage, picks up an axe on the way back down, but a ton of damage went over the Kyna there, while his teammate Lores was looking for a weapon.
Yeah, that 2v1 combo was fantastic. That was something they were doing so well against Use and Fiend earlier. They were able to pick those up all throughout the game. Maybe this is the momentum shift that they need. There's the grab pound, putting Kyna onto final stock. He's the first one to reach there.
The nair not knocking out the top. Fakey barely surviving as well. Lores going all the way to the top of the stage, just trying to take both of them out, but they're both managing to survive. Axe picked up, so that means sword is primed. Java gets the gravity cancel side light and then resets with the chase dodge to center. Fakey still holding on. Can they get the stock? Kyna starting to take a significant amount of damage. Endlight coming through. Java has survived so many hits, just barely. Sidelight comes through again. Down air on the Lores. Weapon throw from Java goes to the stair, but the chase dodge comes through and they're able to clutch the edge guard and take the lead.
And that is why Kyna lets Lores handle the edge guards. He was on the middle of the stage, and he just lets Lores do his thing because he is a general over on the edge.
Okay, 1v2 opportunity. What's Kyna going to be able to do? Lands on the center stage. D-Light downer gets the down tick. Oh, he doesn't get the hit, and there's no follow-up from Java, even though he had the side six set up. Fakey looking for the edge guard to Kyna. Goes to the downer. Kyna goes to the recovery. Oh, but he gets interrupted by Lores of all people. Oh, where's the recovery? Comes through D-Light ground pound. That's it. All right, Lores now in a 1v2. Java and Fakey could take their first game of Grand Finals.
But it's both of them against Lores over on the edge. His ground pounds with the bow are so destructive. Chasing after Fakey. Java's trying to follow behind, but he can't. Java and Fakey regroup on the main stage. Lores is able to get to the main soft platform.
Java's looking for a combo starter with neutral light, and I think Lores is playing around that a little too well. Now Fakey is taking the front lines.
Dude, Lores' movement is too good. Red team can't regroup.
Platform lowering, making it a little bit easier. Down tick hits Fakey away. There's the first hit to go into Lores in a while, and there comes through. Falls down on the stage, doesn't go over the new weapon.
Dude, Java does nothing!
Java can't get any punish there. Side sig gets punished by just a nair. Gravity cancel, end sig into the weapon throw. D-Light, grab pound, edge guard opportunity. They're both there. Pogo hits.
Dare.
Another downer can come through. Lores doesn't have a weapon. Weapon spot comes through and he steals the spear. Dare comes through, side sig misses. Another pogo, this could be the edge guard. Weapon throw comes through, gets hit by the recovery. All right, Lores now 8 down lights on her way. There's the recovery. Java and Fakey get on the board. It's 1-1. What a great 1v2 from Lores.
He made it last, and he was finding damage, and it was getting very close, and he was not getting punished hardly at all, except towards the end. Once he got pushed onto that right side, out came the spear down airs. So much zone control in that area.
I think Java and Fakey are going to ban single plat maps out the rest of the set.
Why?
That was the first time that they won on Western Air Temple, and we're looking at this.
Yeah,
I mean, I just think you don't think that they're going to try to
Lores did a great job of playing around those two soft platforms.
But it was Kyna who was doing 800 damage a game that did nothing that game, right? They got to change something up, and if that's the momentum that they're going to get from there, well, let's go to Miami Dome. Let's go into Western. Wait, are they going to Suzaku?
Are we going to Suzaku?
They're literally refusing to go to APOC or Fortress of Lions because they lost there every single time. So Suzaku Castle is the smallest stage that you could play in the doubles roster. The blast zones are just barely bigger than World to End.
I really hope that nobody watching right now has claustrophobia, because that is how I feel on this stage.
You can't go underneath the stage. It's the smallest platform that you can play on in the doubles landscape, and they're like, okay, we need to go to small stages, and we need to get off their comfort picks. It is clear as day that South America loves playing on Fortress of Lions and APOC more than anywhere else, so they're just like, we're never going to go there, and we're going to ban those maps out. So Western Air Temple was there before. Suzaku is here for game number 3. Here we go. Java and Fakey starting off with a deficit against Kyna and Lores, and that stomp there almost takes Java out within 25 seconds.
He's still living though. Oh, the interrupt from Lores. I think he was expecting Java to be there when he threw out that GCD light.
And here we go. Weapon throw comes through. Fakey goes flying. Java goes flying. So far, the map pick working out for a blue team. I mean, a small stage against 3 defense legend means that Teros is going to knock you out pretty fast.
Yeah, but also Java has a lot of strength. Remember, we're talking about the glass part. There's also
like the neutral sig almost knocking out there.
Yeah,
over to Kyna.
That's where I don't know who this stage actually favors, because like low defense is going to get knocked out early, but like high defense will get knocked out pretty early as well. Those blast zones are close regardless.
Yeah, it is just a brutal stage. This match is going to go fast, and so far it's going fast in favor of the blue team. Neutral sig hits, gets no scoop.
Dude, Kyna and Lores are taking like no damage. This is unbelievable.
Oh, and then Kyna ends up interrupting what would have been the knockout there. Fakey went down super early to Kyna.
Oh, Dare in the recovery.
Okay, recovery hits.
Finally getting the KO off the top. They get Lores' first stock. There's the GCD light into the recovery, landing with sweat beats. Goes for the gravity cancel down heavy. Gets interrupted on that.
He get the edge guard here on the Lores, and this could potentially even things up, but he doesn't get the pickup on the D-Light. Lores down the left side of the stage. Pogo's coming through. Java goes all the way down to get that down air and does not manage to get the spike with the combo on the Kyna, brings it to orange.
Oh, they're doing great damage on the Lores.
D-Light down air, goes for gravity cancel down to go, expecting a recovery read, and Lores catches the landing with the down heavy. Now Fakey on his last stock, chasing away from Lores, avoids that down light. Java looking for a weapon. No, he died. Fakey trying to go for a ground pound.
Lores, they're actually not going to chase Fakey over the edge, even though he's red on his final stock. They wanted to focus on Java for a second. Fakey almost making contact with that neutral sig. Lores going with the down air just a little bit too low, the sweat beads, but Java lets Fakey get back on the main stage.
Down sig hits, okay.
Sends Lores on his final stock. The comeback potential is so real.
And we've seen Java and Fakey be able to get those team combos in the middle of a 2v2. Kyna looking for that side air. Fakey's just got to let Java start it. Oh, goes all the way up those nairs. That's one neutral light. Fakey gets in a hit in without getting too punished. Nairs aren't going to matter that much. When another neutral light comes through, Java gets hit by that neutral light dare combo that Lores and Kyna love so much, and that's a disarm. That might be too much to come back from. Can Java find a weapon? He finds the sword.
Even a neutral air sent him off.
Gravity cancel side light. Lores taking a lot of damage. That's not going to be the knockout onto Java just yet. D-Light down air, avoids the recovery from Lores, but that's going to be Java's stock. No, he holds on just barely. The blast zones holding on, but
that'll do it.
The save for Fakey. Huge. But that's
the D-Light is going to do it, and he's going to follow up and take away the stock from Java as well.
Okay, let's see.
Lores and Kyna up 2-1 as we head into game 4.
It's match point. I do think that they're going to ban to like only tri-plats and dual plats. That's what Java and Fakey are going to do. That's how I feel like it's going to be happening right now, because Lores had kind of banned to APOC, Fortress of Lion Sutaku, thinking that they wouldn't pick it. That game actually looked doable for Java and Fakey.
Oh, absolutely.
The first few stocks just were like, okay, they got outplayed, and then they were fine. So the map bans here, if they want to keep
us on this camera angle, please. I got to. Can you go up just a little bit so we can see? Okay, this works.
Yeah. So they're banning out the single plat maps. Okay, they left APOC open though. Oh, I don't know about that one.
What did they leave open? They left Dome, APOC, and what was the one on the right side? Okay, Western.
Yeah. So we're gonna be going to APOC here for game number 4. It's match point. Lores and Kyna have won 5 games against Java and Fakey, and they need to win 1 more.
I wanted game 10, Tazza.
Wanted game 10, I know.
But Lores and Kyna absolutely
the best that we can ask for is a game 5 here in the reset, right? And that's what we're looking for here from Java and Fakey. Kyna and Lores, however, playing so strong. We're going over to APOC, what could be potentially the last doubles game of the day.
Already starting this one off. D-Light on the right side. Oh, there's the in-light from Fakey. Now completely target switching over to Kyna. They've swapped.
Downer to downlight. Nicely done. Lores taking a good amount of damage, but Java gets hit by that sidelight air, and now he's a side air away from going down that first stock. Lores looking for that down air. Fakey in the meantime getting beat up by Kyna in center stage. That side sig will take him down. Tries to get the team combo off the recovery, but Kyna whiffs. Dare into weapon throw, forces the dodge from Fakey, and Java's just looking for a weapon, and Kyna goes right out there with that hammer side air.
Yeah, he goes deep into that push-off column, try to hit that side air, maybe the down air follow-up. Oh, Java wanted the down air.
Weapon throw goes all the way up. Java loses his jump streak. Weapon throw into recovery, stomp into recovery. Java now at the bottom of the stage.
And then Lores comes in.
The ground pound interrupted by the recovery from Lores, and Java takes a ton of damage trying to end the stocks there. Gravity cancel down, tick interrupted, punished by sidelight.
It wasn't a huge punish, but it was a nice punish regardless, and kind of go into it.
That's going to be the stock on Lores.
Oh, he didn't touch. I thought he might have gotten just barely the touch before he got hit with the down
air. Nair goes into the recovery. Java's not able to get the stock, and kind of holds on. That's a stock that they have to get rid of here. Oh, this is looking brutal for the red team. Nice recovery. Gets the Nair right afterwards. Java's getting good damage on the Lores, but any damage on the Kyna is just wasted. Nice recovery. Let's see if Lores can land. Yeah,
they were hitting neutral airs on X on the Kyna. That's not what they needed, so the recovery from Fakey to get that stock. Kyna waiting. The stomp into the side air. Java trying to go back and forth, doing everything he can to let Fakey get back to the main stage.
Java hitting sidelights and not going for the bread and butter because Kyna was ready to punish. Lores now deep in red, Kyna the only one with a lot of health on his second stock. Java does get the chase dodge somehow after that exhausted recovery. His recovery's gone again. He has to dodge back to the stage. Gravity cancel lands, gets punished. Fakey goes up for the save, and he might lose his stock for it.
Toss. Oh, it's just going to be the down air.
Didn't even touch the wall. The dare hits, and now it is 4 stocks to 2. Match point. Java and Fakey have to clutch this.
Java didn't take any damage while Fakey was spawning back in, so great job to him. He even put out just a little bit of damage as well, so he's doing his best to survive. There's the side air sending Lores over to the edge. Kyna was there. He spot dodged perfectly.
That's for the side swing on Lores, but he spot dodges it, ready for that reversal. Ready for the target switch, rather. Goes for the down like ground pound, sidelight hits him. Kyna trying to sidelight his way back in the stage. Fakey just sending Lores flying, but they can't get the stocks. Okay, sidelight into Java drops it. He needed that follow-up. Gravity cancel downlight missed again. Fakey has to knock out with stairs and headlights. That recovery's not going to do it either.
It was from the wrong side of the stage.
Lores uses the Agno to recover back with that gravity cancel end sig. Another recovery comes through. That's going to finally be the stock. Nair's going to take the stock there too. Okay, Java and Fakey can do it. Let's see if they can isolate Lores.
They have to push this to a game 5 here, but eyes are on Java, eyes are on Fakey. One more side air from Kyna is going to KO Java.
Underneath the stage. First time that we see him utilize that in the entire set. Sidelight comes through, chase dodges for the down sig. Fakey ends up getting some friendly fire, and now it is 1 side air from Kyna away to get the double knockout here. He's looking for it on Java.
That'll do it.
Low Fakey now in the 1v2. He's 1 hit away, and that's going to be it, Sparky. Lores and Kyna are your 2024 mid-season champions.
Happens with, and one player will remain on the main stage, and then the other person will go out there. Here we are seeing the belts for our champions here at CEO 2024, the Brawlhalla Mid-Season Championship. 2 belts hoisted high for 2 Brazilian Brawlhalla players.
Congratulations, Lores and Kyna. They are the mid-season championship doubles champions, right? Holding up those belts together. Kind of wanting to hold both of them. I give both of them belts.